Three-time Male Model of the Year, Derek Zoolander is the epitome of fashion, and has been at the top of the industry thanks to his trademark pose blue steel, among many others that kind of look the same, but not quite the same if you look closely. Moreover, he's been working on his new look, Magnum, for 9 years, which he has not quite perfected yet. Anyway, Derek Zoolander is the guy. But like how everyone gets to their low point, Derek gets to his when he gets to accept his 4th in a row Male Model of the Year award, only to be told that Hansel, an up-and-coming male model, is the new title winner. Devastated and ashamed by the incident, Derek starts to wonder who he actually is. And maybe there's more to life than being extremely handsome. And not to mention, 3-time Male Model of the Year. Anyway, Derek's friends try to cheer him up with orange mocha frappuccino and a playful gas station petroleum fight. However, they make a rookie mistake by lighting a cigarette in a gas station, which results in a huge explosion, killing everyone except for Derek Zoolander, who now really starts to believe that there truly is more to life than just being handsome and extremely good looking. So after returning from his fashion life, he travels back to his roots in an attempt to rediscover himself. But after his first day working at the coal mine with his father and brothers, Derek gets shamed for his modeling career, and his father even wishes he was never born in the first place. Now somewhere else, fashion moguls are discussing the sudden rise of a new Malaysian prime minister whose progressive reign is causing a threat to their dearly beloved cheap labor exploitation in Malaysia. So, top fashion designer Jacob Magadu, along with Derek's manager, Maury Ballstein, plan to use Derek in the Malaysian prime minister's assassination. So Magadu convinces Derek to get back in the fashion business and offers him to be the showstopper at his next runway show. As part of the show, Magadu sends Derek to an exclusive day spa, where he gets brainwashed into assassinating the Malaysian Prime Minister whenever he hears the song Rocket by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Meanwhile, journalist Matilda Jeffries gets an anonymous tip about Magadu's plan. So she heads to Derek and tries to warn him, but Derek refuses to listen to her as he's still upset about one article she wrote where she had labeled him an idiot. Anyway, not suspecting anything, Derek goes to a party where he bumps into Hansel. Motivated to redeem himself as the top model in the business, Derek challenges Hansel to a walk-off. Officiated by David Bowie, the walk-off requires participants to copy each other's walk, and then challenge with their own. The competition is quite intense, and it looks like no one's going to lose until Hansel literally takes his underwear off without even lifting his legs. Right out of the pants. Failing to copy Hansel, Derek loses, quite embarrassingly, managing to give himself a wedgie. With the walk-off done, Matilda takes Derek to a cemetery where they meet the anonymous tipper, who turns out to be a once famous hand model, J.P. Pruitt. In a major revelation, Pruitt reveals the fashion industry has been brainwashing male models to perform high-profile assassinations, including Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy. Pruitt further reveals that he too was once on the wait list to get brainwashed into attempting an assassination, but he somehow managed to escape. So, Pruitt warns Derek to find out what his trigger is, or else he'll really kill the Malaysian Prime Minister. Just then, they get attacked by Magadu's cronies, which forces Derek and Matilda to take shelter at Hansel's house because it's the last place anyone would think Derek Zoolander would be in. Despite Derek's initial doubt, the stay at his rivals turns out to be amazingly fruitful for both of them, as Hansel confesses that he used to look up to Derek, with the latter confessing back that he felt a little threatened by Hansel's sudden rise to the top. With all the bad blood set aside, the group have a fun night smoking Hansel's, well, you know what, and also an orgy involving Derek, Hansel, Matilda, and then these guys. On the day of the fashion event, Mutagu invites the Malaysian Prime Minister as a chief guest. Meanwhile, Derek and Hansel burst into Maury's office in search of evidence for the assassination plot. Matilda tells them that the evidence is in the computer, but Derek soon realizes the fashion show is about to start. Despite a whole lot at stake, Derek can't risk his professionalism as he's never been late for a show. So he leaves Hansel to deal with the computer and gets at the show. He quickly heads to the runway where Mugadu's DJ starts spinning a remix of Relax, which instantly triggers Derek's mental programming. Derek's just about to assassinate the Prime Minister. Fortunately, Hansel arrives right on time to turn off the music, which gets Derek back to himself. Later, Hansel dramatically smashes the computer on the floor to reveal the evidence. Poor Hansel didn't get what "in the computer" actually meant. Anyway, a guilt-ridden Mori confesses to the conspiracy, after which Mugatu tries to kill the Prime Minister with a shuriken. However, it's Derek Zoolander who comes to the rescue with his ultimate model look, Magnum. The look that needed over 9 years to perfect saves the day, and the Prime Minister. Back in Derek's hometown, his father Larry watches the event on TV and finally recognizes Derek as his son. A few years later, Derek, Hansel, and Maury open the Derek Zoolander Center for Kids who can't read good and who want to learn to do other stuff good too. This was Derek's way of saying there's more to life than just being a pretty face. Derek and Matilda have gotten married, and they've even got a son, which, no need to say, is definitely Derek Zoolander Jr.